I'd like to ask the Minister for Defence, and maybe more important, the Taoiseach, who has overall responsibility, what steps being taken to ensure better pay and working conditions for the members of the Defence Force? The steps being taken to ensure appropriate supports are available to current and former members that may be experiencing financial difficulties. If he is satisfied himself that current recruitment methods are sufficient, and if he will make a statement on this matter.
I propose to take questions 9 and 16 together in the names of Bobby Aylward and Brendan Howland. Similar to other sectors in the public service, the pay of the Permanent Defence Forces and personnel was reduced as one of the measures to assist the stabilising national finances during the financial crisis, which Deputy Aylward will be very much aware. Improvements within the economy have provided an opportunity for the unwinding of the FEMPI legislation, which imposed pay cuts across the public service during the financial crisis. Pay is being restored to members of the Defence Forces and other public servants in accordance with public sector pay agreements. The focus of these increases is weighed in favour of those on the lower pay. The increases due to date under the Public Service Stability Agreement 2018 to 2020 have been paid to members of the Defence Forces, the most recent being a 1.75% increase on annualised salaries from the 1st December 2019. Further increases in pay are scheduled in 2020. By the end of the current Public Service Pay Agreement, the pay scales of all public servants earning under £70,000 per year per annum will be restored to pre-FEMPI levels. The restoration of the 5% reduction to allowances cut under FEMPI is also scheduled in the agreement. Pay rates for newly qualified members of the Defence Forces are competitive when compared to other areas in the public service and private sector. For instance, a newly qualified 3-star private can expect to earn £28,205 gross per annum. A newly qualified school leaver entry officer can earn £36,154 gross per annum, inclusive of military service allowance. After initial training, a graduate entry officer can expect to earn £41,193 gross per annum, including military service allowance after initial training. These are just starting pay rates. There are additional opportunities to increase pay through annualised increments and promotional opportunities. Basic pay and military service allowances is just an element of the overall remuneration package available for members of the Permanent Defence Forces. A range of duties attract additional allowances. Certain positions in the Defence Forces also attract tech pay. Overseas peace support allowances is paid tax-free to members of the Defence Forces participating in overseas military operations and direction of government.
For the last 2 minutes, I think that everything was hunky-dory in the Defence Forces, and that it was a very attractive job and for the future and going into the future for a young person to be leaving college today. But it speaks different from reality. And we all know that you have a dearth of want for recruitments. You can't nail to get them. You have ships tied up, as that's been said here already today. And you know well that what you're setting out there is spiel. And it's not true. It's that since the recession, and the recession was nearly 10 years ago at this stage, you have fallen behind and haven't looked after the Defence Forces at your Minister for, and there's the Taoiseach who's responsible for it as well. And it's time to wake up and smell the reality here that it's because of you're hiding behind the Pay Commission, the Commission report, and that's what you're doing, and you're hiding behind that, and that you're being left behind. These people are being left behind, and they haven't got fair play. They haven't the union to represent themselves. I come from a town, Kilkenny town, where it's a barracks, and I know from listening to people, there's some people there on FAS, family income supplement, and I'm asking you, why are they getting family income supplement? If what you read out there for 2 minutes, rhetoric, is so good that they have to get family income supplement. So, Minister, be honest and own up to what's happening here. You're not paying the Defence Force, you're not attracting new recruits, and 57% of the Permanent Defence Force have said they will leave in the next 2 years, and over 80% of those foundations pay as the primary consideration in coming to this decision. That's what we're getting, Minister, and that's the reality.
That you were here prior to 2011, when the economy was ground into the ground, and it's not for pity you weren't as active then as you are now, talking about that. But but you were a member of government at the time, a member of government party at the time. But let me say that when I didn't interrupt you, Deputy. So when I came into this position, a three-star private was on €21,000. A three-star private now, since I was appointed to this position, is now on €28,205, again, they're up to €38,950. A corporal is on €38,185 and earn up to €39,921. A sergeant is on €40,877 and can earn up to €43,336. Company sergeant is on €47,309 and can earn up to €50,369. And a sergeant major is on €51,000 €972 and can earn up to €55,455. As I've stated about there's ongoing increases under the Public Service Stability Agreement, and also RACO accepted the Independent Pay Commission recommendation yesterday, and I hope PD4 will do the same.
You repeat the same things you said the first time, and I'm going to repeat myself again. The reality is there. Why are these ships tied up that are not out at sea? Why are we not able to fulfil our obligations? Why are we so far away from our 9,500 people, soldiers that we want in this country? Why? You talk about what happened in Fianna Fáil time. You're falling back on what happened in our time in government. 10%, I think, was the turnover that. Now we're up at 85% of a turnover, and people have said that they're going to leave, have been interviewed and said they're leaving within the next couple of years. That's the reality, Minister. That's what you want to be talking about, not giving us rhetoric about what happened back in 2008 and 2000. That's the rhetoric you're going on the whole time. It's your job or your responsibility to recruit people. And I just want to ask you last, because I've said this before, and I'm going to say, I asked you before about accommodation. So there's a tradition always in the valleys, like in Kilkenny, where people got housing, and that was a tradition. And maybe if you consider, again, providing accommodation to people, it might attract some recruits into the army and give families into, and especially under the housing crisis we have now. So, Minister, look, you can give us all the rhetoric, you can name all them things and go through all that. The reality is out there is that there are ships in this country tied up that having people to recruit them and to man them, and that's the reality.
Yes, Deputy. If you look at the implementation plan under the Pay Commission, accommodation is one of the projects under that. But we are, Deputy, competing with a very, very strong economy, a recovering economy that recovered under the Fine Gael-led government from 2011 to where we are now, with an absolute, almost full employment, where we're over 15% unemployment when you were last in government. So, you can't compare like with like. We are competing against a very strong jobs market, and there are huge opportunities in the private sector for an awful lot of people out there. But this is exactly what I'm putting out to you, is when I came into government in 2016, when I was appointed to this position in 2016, a three-star private was on €21,000. Under my leadership in the department, they are now on €28,205. So that is a €7,000 increase since 2016, and there's further increases on the Public Service Stability Agreement as well. And you should take a careful look and consider what the increases are.